I started in 2007. What was I? I was 43 or something. I have already done 18 years of corporate world. I know sort of inside out of how to run a business. So I think that helps a lot. So I how to run your business as lean as possible, and of course you build a whole a network of your connections, your contacts. That helps as well. And also, since we are in being a Singapore entity, and I was in Singapore, I'm a Singaporean as well now. I mean, that also, because we were so unique, so we were able to get some traction within the Singapore entities as well. So that also helps. Yeah.
So did you just speak to friends and family that knew hotels, or did you contact them directly? How did you kind of do it practically?
Practically, yeah, I tried to contact my friends and ask, can I go and reach out to hotels. At that time, you're talking about 2009 when we really started. So my only attempt was to contact hotels, but that was the only thing we were doing at that time. So what we did also was participate in trade shows, travel trade shows, and contact my friends, my corporate friends, to see whether they can give me some context to tourism boards. Actually, one particular person who is a non-Muslim, actually, when I it's funny, when the whole thing, when we conceptualize this whole idea, when I went to some Muslims and said, look, this is my idea to rate hotels, and their reaction was pretty negative, mostly. Are you sure you want to do this? You must be crazy to rate hotels on how Muslim friendly they are. We were not very far from 9/11. It was 2007, 2008. Of course, there were some Muslims who sort of backed me, and then they're still with me. But generally, that was the attitude. Why are you trying to do this kind of an attitude? But when I spoke to some of my non-Muslim friends, they were pretty much, there's a brilliant idea. Let me put you in contact with this guy or that guy and talk to them and things like that. And that's how I actually got contacts with some of the top tourism boards. They put me in contact with them. And so once you get a little bit of traction, I think, and then you get your corporate experience, how to sort of build on it. I mean, I'm not saying that, when you're young and starting on a thing, it's not, you can't do that. It's just that my experience sort of worked well for what I was trying to do.
So that explains a lot, mashallah, in terms of how you got traction with the hotels.